Hello everyone. So today we will be playing the Stanley Parable. This is the start of a series, so as always you will see this video and its accompanying videos posted in a playlist every week starting this Wednesday and every Wednesday until it's done. But yeah, so this is the Stanley Parable. It's a independently developed game. It's a really awesome game. You can find it on Steam. And here we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley? I love you, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That's right.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
I love
Orders
pushing
came to him
buttons!
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and
All
in
of
what
them.
order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I was so happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What happened?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
You can't change
Something he
me.
would never quite forget.
Oh, hell no,
He had
son.
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
very
frozen
clearly
solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
There's no command. There's no command. What do we do? Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We can move. Moving. Oh! It's like I've broken free! Freedom!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Why'd the door
What did it
close?
mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed the memo of doors closing automatically? When did I ever miss that memo? Let's... Hello? 429? 429, are you in your room? 428?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It will advance the story, you just don't know it yet.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't find a trace. Can't find a trace of any co-workers. Maybe they faxed something. Maybe 437, you have the worst room ever. Oh. This is a cool picture. Apparently it's really bright outside. Okay, I guess I can't go out there either. We'll get through this. But... why can't I go in there? Why can't I do these things? 4B6. That's not even a number. That's not even a ceiling. That's a wall. Okay.
When Stanley came to a
Oh,
set of
shit.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But that one looks so much better! The door won't close. Alright.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I knew it perfectly
Perhaps
well.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Kind of messed up papers. It's not great. Why did people mess up their papers? Why would you do this? Oh, why? Is this it? 4B9. Maybe that's an 8. Maybe that's supposed to be an 8. That might be an 8. I might just not be.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Give me food. I like soaking it all in.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Oh,
A
shut
room
up.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
There
Really
aren't
worth
any
it.
paintings. Oh, there are some paintings. This is a great idea. Okay, fine. Whatever.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door. Wait, that's the first door on my left. Why would you put this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Why would you put this? Why'd the door close? Can I go through here? No? Okay. Don't fall.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Oh,
here.
you didn't
I'm not
get
your
off
enemy,
anywhere.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
I have
that the
trust
story
issues,
has been
okay?
about nothing but you all this time.
It's
There's
been about
someone you've been
me.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I can't
not
make
asking
decisions
for
by
me,
myself. I need someone else.
Asking for her.
For her?
That's it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
My chance to
put
redeem
your
myself.
work aside. To let her back into your life.
I want to let her back
She's
into
been
my
waiting.
life. Okay. Whoa, motherfucker! Hello?
That's her, Stanley.
No.
You need to be the one to do this.
No. No,
To
I'm not
reach out
picking
to
this up.
her.
What do I do?
If you can
What do I
truly
do?
place your
What do I
faith in
do?
Another, then pick up the phone.
Maybe. No, we don't have to do this.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Did you just
Loser!
unplug the phone?
I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I unplugged
Actually,
it. That's how.
Chose incorrectly?
I didn't choose
didn't know that was
incorrectly.
possible.
It-
Let me
well,
double check.
I redefine possibility.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music
Wait,
comes in,
but
fade to white.
if
roll
she's my wife,
credits.
didn't we already do
Not
that?
picking up the phone is actually somehow an
Contradiction.
incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't
Your
understand.
decisions aren't supposed to mean
How on earth
anything,
are you
sir.
making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I'm real.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
What is the
I
severity?
won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Really?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. he could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan
Why would I
within
do
a
that?
30-kilometer radius of his
Ooh.
house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to
2
rational
plus 2
logic.
equals...
If you find yourself speaking with a
78.
person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought,
You're not real.
then provide an
No,
excuse
no.
why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it is 4:30. I'm supposed to be having a... something with a sack in it.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Hey, Crocodile
Most
Hunter!
medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Oh,
Do you
that's
make
way
more
too
than
many.
8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Oh,
welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
But... okay. Guess we'll go over here. Was that there before?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and
These
dying.
gates?
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
wanna
That story
jump
would
down
make no
there.
sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as
I wanna
possible
go in there.
before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay, fine.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
You're not well equipped to deal with reality. Ah, just kidding. Oh. Hey, let's try this decision making again. He's gonna make me go all the way back to the start.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Resolution? What kind of resolution? Like a New Year's resolution?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
I'm
on
gonna
his
piss
left.
this sucker off. Left!
No! Why did you
Oh,
do that?
shit!
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Shit. What's wrong with this picture? Okay. Here we go.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh! Whoa! No, bring it back! Bring it back! game got scary. Oh, It.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Yes.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
You're a child, sir.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Door on the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the right. Door on the right. On the right.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh, you did it again! Ha!
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
What?
That means choosing responsibly
You can't
and always putting the
restart
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I'm gonna
Just
break this
follow
guy.
my lead and you'll be fine.
You're gonna
All
get
right.
broken. I'm gonna
When
break you,
Stanley
son.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
You go through the door
entered
on the
door
right.
on his left.
The door on the right. Left.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay,
That
fine.
means choosing
If you're not going
responsibly
to let
and
me be
always putting the
responsible,
story
then
first.
you have
I'm
to
quite
let
sure
me
you'll be
go
up to
left.
the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This door is on my left. Left.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly.
Because it was on my left.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Fine.
That means choosing responsibly
stupid.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check in next week for the next video. Guess what? I'm actually gonna go through the door on the left. Peace.